Hey everyone, Jen Obvious back with another video. This is number 7. We're going to be publishing the world. We'll show you how to publish the world for PC and Android. Hope everybody's doing alright. I got a little bit of a cold I'm getting over, so I sound a little congested, so bear with me. So we got a project opened up here just to show you how to publish this one. Basically what you're going to do is pretty easy. You go up to VRChat SDK. Show control panel, and then down here in the authentication you've got to put your ID in. Once you put your username and password in for VRChat, sign in, it'll tell you that you can publish worlds. Now remember guys, from the previous video, you have to be user status in order to publish worlds. So you got to be in VRChat for a while. Make friends and spend some time in there. But anyway, you'll get this allow to publish worlds. Click on Builder. Now this will say unpublished VRChat world. We haven't given it a name yet, and we haven't even published it yet. So it's a lot of buttons too when you go to upload. Basically the only one you're going to use is build and publish for Windows. Leave this all default. Number of clients 1. You don't need to start 2. Force non-VR. Leave it blank. Enable world. Leave it blank. Over here in the settings, you can click the developer if you want to show these help boxes and stuff. Future. Leave that blank. Don't worry about that. So just mainly the Builder tab. All right. So we're going to build and publish for Windows. Click on that. Udon Sharp's going to compile its scripts. It's going to get it all together. It's going to build a player. And this will publish it for the PC side. When you publish it to VRChat. This is just the PC side we're doing right now. You got to publish it twice. One for PC, one for Quest, which is Android, same thing. So you got to publish it twice to get both versions, PC and Quest. Basically, a lot of the problems with the Quest conversion, if you're using textures that have emission, Quest does not like that. It may break the world, so be careful if you use emission on your textures. And we haven't gone over emissions yet, but some of you know what I'm talking about. Alright, so we'll let it build the player here, and it should pop up with a screen where we can give it a title, tell how many players we want in the world, and so forth. Alright, so we are at the configure page. Move that out of the way a little bit, and you can name your world. We'll go ahead and name it VRChat World. You can change the capacity of the players, how many players you want in there. Description, a description of your world, testing world, anything you want. These are self-explanatory. Tags, if you want to put tags for players to be able to do a search in the world category and find your world easily. So you want names that will come up as a tag when they do a search. So we're going to do world, we're going to do player, just anything for that world. Flight, that depicts your world. You can only do 4, okay? Let's put something in there, and they have to be spaced, no commas. And to upload, all we do is click this. Do not click publish to community labs unless you want your world public. Right now we're just going to make it private so we can view it. We can invite people to it, but it's going to be an invite only private world. If you want to publish it to community labs, you check that, and then your world would be published public to community labs. So we just want a private one for now. And the upload image, this is if you want to create a thumbnail. And what you can do, just create one from the scene. You click on scene, move this out of the way. Right down here you'll notice these two, VRC. You want to click on the cam, okay? And I usually just double click on it so I can get a good view of that. And then move that over there. And you can use the tools to move your camera so you can get a thumbnail shot. Now you could put and I'll show you how to do thumbnails later on, but you can basically put a quad, which we haven't gone over quad yet. It's a 3D object. And you can put a picture that you make in Photoshop, and you can import it in and put it on the quad. But I'll tell you all about that later. So right now, we're just getting this uploaded. Click on game, you're back to the screen. And now the new picture that we, over here, is here, okay? And the next time, if you don't want to upload the image, just make sure this is unchecked. If you check it again, it's going to delete your thumbnail. All right, so we're going to hit upload, and we did not publish it. It's going to be a private world. All right, so we're finally getting it uploaded. It's uploading the thumbnail right now. I'm just finishing up. Upload your file signature, who you are, who created the world. And we are done. Uploading for the PC side only. Private. Alright, so now we want to make this Quest compatible. Switch build target to Android. Click on that. Are you sure you want to switch to Android, which is Quest? You're going to confirm, and it's going to compile these scripts and redo the textures and so forth. Now, if your PC world is, say, 160 megabytes, that version for the Quest may only be 80 megabytes, because Quest does not use a lot of the textures and shaders, or the shaders that the PC side does. So it's going to be less on the Quest side. So you get to a world that's, oh gosh, it's 160 megs. No, it's probably only going to be around 80, 85 megs for the Quest side. If you do go to upload the Quest side, and it is larger than 100 megs, 100 megs is the cap for a Quest world, it will give you an error message, usually in red down at the bottom. When you're uploading, it'll say it cannot upload, it's too big. So then you've got to go back and delete something or change something around so you can get it underneath that 100 meg limit. Alright, so we're still importing the different Quest side shaders, textures, so forth, that it can use properly and still be visually the same as the PC side. Okay, we've converted over to the Quest, and it'll come up with the screen here. Just click on Builder. Now, down at the bottom, instead of saying Build and Publish for Windows, it says Build and Publish for Android. So you want to go ahead and click on Build and Publish for Android. And don't worry, I've seen some other YouTube videos in the past that have said, you know, you're switching over to Quest version, you got to delete the normal map, you've got to, you can only use an albedo texture. Don't worry about that. Just leave the normal map in there, leave your rough texture in there, and when it converts, it'll convert the texture and shaders over to the Quest version by itself. You don't have to remove the normal maps. You can keep them in there. Okay, now we got our Quest version ready for upload. It's compiled, it's changed everything it wants to. So we're going to do the same thing we did before on the PC side. We're going to click this button here for upload. The above information is accurate. Then you're going to click upload. I'm not going to check mark publish to Community Lab. So click upload, and we are going to leave the thumbnail the same. Another thing of note is if you're using water in a PC world, Quest viewers can only see certain types of water. So if you put water in your PC side and you go and look at on your Quest only side, there may not be any water there, just be invisible. So just something other of note. There is Quest for the water in Test Pilot Silent Clear Water 2, I believe, is one of the few Quest compatible waters. Alright, so we're done uploading the Quest version. Now there's one other thing to do before we get back to normal here. On this side, we have to switch build target to Windows. Now it's going to switch it back to the Windows PC version that we are working with in our editor. So you want to make sure and do that. Don't work with it in an Android setup here like we have right now. Now it's going to convert it back, and it doesn't take very long. So now we are back into a Windows. Now, that published it as a private world on VRChat. And if you go into VRChat, you can go to that private world. It'll be in a My World or Mine category. If you scroll down your world list, you'll see it in Mine. And those are the worlds that you create. You can go there, check it out. You can invite people to it. You can even drop a portal to it and have people go in there. But you are the sole inviter of that instance. All right, so say you, what is this build and test? Let's figure this out. All right, let's show you about this. Build and test. That's if you want to build and test it in the VRChat client, but not put it on their server. You can test things out in there before you do the publish. So we're going to build and test. I'll show you what that looks like. And what it's going to do, it's going to compile everything. It's not going to take as long, and then it's going to boot up your VRChat client through Steam or Oculus, or whatever. But it's not going to go into a VR mode. It'll just be desktop VRChat. And it's building the player, compressing all the data, and then our VRChat client should open up and will, boom, pop us right in there. And also, you cannot, when you're building and testing, you can't invite players into that world. It's just for you only. They may see you. They'll probably see you online, which they will see you online in a private world, but you can't invite anybody there. So the client's loading up. I easily just close that out. And it's loading. So we are in our world in VRChat. Little tree there. Walk around. All right. We are building and testing in the VRChat client. Walk around a little bit. So we are in VRChat right now, but it's a private world. You know, your friends and others can see online, but this is just for you only, just to build and test. All right, close that out. Okay, so that was build and test. Yay! All right. Now the other one, if you know, since we did already publish it for Windows and PC, then it'll show up as a in your Mine list when you go into VRChat through the Quest headset or PC Steam. You'll see it in your Mine list, and it will have the two colored, you know, one for PC, one for Quest. So blue and green. You'll have them both on there, and Quest users can come and check it out as well. And I think that's it for this video. Yeah. So we'll see you on the next one, guys. Take care, everybody.